Hello and welcome to the third part of the Blender 2.91 Fireplace series. In this part, we will bring the fireplace to its final complex shape by learning the proper and clean way to subdivide it using loop cuts and then apply our modifiers. In the description, you can find the music clip that was the reason I made a similar fireplace. Check it if you have any suggestions or anything there that you want me to make a tutorial about. Also, if you want to buy the final project of the fireplace, you can find the two in the description for $3 to support the channel.
So next thing we will do is to add some subdivisions. So let's go into edit mode and let's just disable the displacement in edit mode so we can see our shape, our beautiful shape. Let's go to X-ray mode. Let's select everything by clicking away from the fireplace. You see these red lines, these are the seam lines. So we will add some subdivisions. We could just select everything and then right click and hit this guy, subdivide, and then go to this menu here, the options of the last operation, and add to this and add more subdivisions like you can see here. This is the easiest way, but it's not a good way to do it, because here we had some big chunks, big empty chunks in the chimney, so we have few subdivisions. But like here there are, it's the same amount of subdivisions. It's 4 inches in the chimney and 4 here, but these are very smaller subdivisions, and here there are larger pieces. So we want the subdivisions to be uniform. That's why we want to use this method. Let's go to object mode quickly, and you will say disable X-ray mode. So we see, for example, that since we have more subdivisions here than here we see more details in the wall than in this place. So we want the subdivisions to be uniform, you say. So let's do Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Okay, I think I did what I did. So the method we'll use is the Shift R method, so we can add subdivisions whenever we want. So Control R, and then when you see this yellow line, you move your wheel and we add more lines. Okay, so I don't know how many lines I added here, but just add. Oh, one more thing, let's do escape. Before you subdivide, you need to check the value you added in the subdivision modifier. You should lower this level, it's too high. Here 6 is very high, so we'll lower it to like 3 or even 2, because if you have this value high here and you add subdivisions here, you will slow down your computer. Okay, so we lower this number first before we subdivide, and then you see this yellow line and we add to it like this. I think this is a good. So now we hit the left key of the mouse, and then before, okay, let me show you. You can when you hit left key first time, you can move these guys like this. You can move them, and once you are satisfied with their place, you hit the right key. But we won't do that. We just hit escape, or you could hit the right button, the right mouse button. Okay, so here we are. We have our first subdivisions. Okay, let's start with the horizontal lines and then the vertical. So now right click and we have our subdivision. Nice. Now to this region, Shift R or Control R, I mean, then this, then this. I think this is enough. So right click, no, Control R, mouse wheel, and then left click, and then right click. Nice. Okay, more in this place. Control R, yellow line, we add. Is this good? This is good. So left click, right click. Nice. Have we finished with the, I think this is enough. horizontal lines. So Control R and then mouse wheel, and so we have like 6, I think, or 7. 6 is enough, I guess. So left, right. So it added the vertical lines only to the front of the fireplace, like you can see. So we'll have more work to do, like here. So we had 6 here, I mean, yeah, 6 lines, so we'll add 6 here too. So we have 6 here and 6 here. So now we have 6. Left click, right click, and now to the side. So I think this is the last step of our beautiful subdivision, like this. And then I think I go with 5, okay, because here you see here we have some rectangles and here we have some squares almost. I think this is good, but we can do the inside too, the inside of the chimney here. This place, as I said earlier, we will seldom visit, but still, let's try it. So Control R and okay, 3 or 2, I don't remember how many. So 2 in the outside, so we'll put 2 in the inside. Left click, right click. What about inside the chimney? Oh, it works. It works very well. I don't know how many lines I added, how many loops, cut loops. They're called loop cuts, I think. Yeah, loop cuts. The thing is we are doing to subdivide. So these are our loop cuts, and left click, right click. So here we are finished. We have a more complex shape now. If we go back to object mode now and add a little bit to the subdivisions, now we have more details everywhere. You see, we used to have less details here than here. Now we have some good amount of details everywhere, even inside the fireplace. Even inside it looks great, I think. So we are almost done, except for these pixelated areas, you see. So what's I'm gonna try now, something I didn't try before, is to lower the subdivisions here. No, we should keep them, just keep them, and then we add another subdivision modifier. This is, yeah, so you see it might slow down the computer actually, but if you add a subdivision modifier under the displacement, it will get rid of those pixelated areas. Before, you see these squares, and after it gets much better. I will do one more edit in the displacement modifier, and that is to lower more the strange, like 0.05. You see, the computer is very slow because of the new sub modifier. Let's disable it for now. So 0.5 or maybe 0.3. What do you think? I think this is good. So here we are finished. We can activate the subdivision here again to have more details. Let's say deactivate, activate. I don't know if doing this shade smooth would help. Wow, computer is very slow. Yeah, it helps. It helps a lot. So what if we disable this and just do shade smooth? I think shade smooth is enough. We don't need this, huh? We really don't need it. So just shade smooth. Just right click, do shade smooth, don't add any modifier, and we get this this result. It's a very satisfying result. Smooth shading is enough and your computer will still be fast. The last step we do is, so first we save our project. Don't forget to save often, so if anything wrong happens, you'll have some work saved. And enable also the auto saving feature in Blender. Where is it located? Auto save. And the timer for 2 minutes. You can set this in any interval you want. I think by default it's 2. So the last thing is to apply these guys. You can only apply the modifiers in object mode, so make sure you are in object mode. Let's go back to edit mode and see our shape. How's our shape now? So that very simple shape that we started with is now a complex shape, a shape or a mesh that seems like it was sculpted, but it wasn't. We made this very quickly.
Thank you for watching part 3. In the next part, we will create the wood logs to burn inside the fireplace and learn how to easily create beautiful procedural textures for them using the nodes system. So see you in part 4.